Hi again, everyone. I want to apologize right off the bat for my last video, which is my first video. I had a fan on and was going to turn it off before I started talking and forgot all about it until just barely. So if this one sounds more quiet compared to the last one, great. I hope you still could hear everything I said about the Night Flyer, but I'm learning as I go. Anyway, I'm going to start off with another one this week that we just watched. The Entity with Barbara Hershey. There was a time in the 70s in a show, it wasn't this show, but another show, of course it could have been the show, that when I seen her for the first time, I just fell in love with her. I've always had a crush on her. And it might have been this show, but if you haven't seen this, this is a show that creeped me out so bad when I was a kid that I haven't watched it in years. And I finally decided to buy it. This is a Scream Factory version here. I put one of the little clear boxes on these slip covers. I'm trying to keep them in better shape than I used to. So I've been buying these little clear protective boxes. eBay or Amazon, you can find these pretty much anywhere. Now they're making them for different sizes of movies. I've asked some people online to get maybe some custom ones for some ones that don't fit. But anyway, for these ones, they're not hard to find. Back to this. I'm going to start at the end of this. After this, there's a pretty good little extra on there with her doing an interview, telling how they made some of this stuff. And I always thought when I was a kid that she appeared naked in this, or nude. Some nude scenes, nudity. And she does, but there's not the big nude scene that is, I always thought was her, is a big dummy. She, they kind of did, I'm not sure what it was. There's different scenes. Friday the 13th had a scene like this with Kevin Bacon where they just put the head like this and make a fake body, and the person's down below. Well, that was her, but she was in a nude scene. I always thought that was her. So you learn something new all the time. She is nude in this, but that's just a piece of how great this is. This is really a good movie. Scary and creepy. Definitely something that freaked me out when I was a kid. I get a little spacey towards the end where it's they lock her up in a let's see, they lock her up in a not lock her up, it's voluntary, but she's in a test facility trying to catch the thing, and it gets a little bit UFO-y there, but the creepiness starts just like that, and it gets violent. Basically, it's, she's getting raped by a spirit, and it's not that any rape's nice, but this is not a nice thing. Bothersome sometimes, that obviously it's not real, but it could have been, but the show's great. If you guys have never watched The Entity with Barbara Hershey, I think there's probably different versions out there. I really like Scream Factory's version. It was really clear and nice and better than I've ever seen it. So I'm very happy that they released that, redid it. She was in a number of other shows, but I tried yesterday looking up what she might be in that I could recommend, and beaches and stuff like that. But as far as a horror fan goes, this is, for me, the best thing she's probably done. But it's way back. It goes way back into the early 70s, I believe. And like I said, as a kid, it was scary. Trying to think. The doctor in here is particularly annoying. He is constantly wanting to make her believe this is all in her head. And it's based on a true story. The gal claims that this all happened, and it was still happening at the end of the movie, still happened going on in life, just less rough and less frequent. Did it happen? Who knows? But it's really good. Makes a good scare, especially around Halloween. Or, like I say, I'm watching these in July. interesting. Since last Halloween, I started every year I watch Halloween and The Night Flyer, like on my last video I said, but I always keep going on to other movies. And I haven't stopped since last Halloween. It has just been constant finding all these cool movies I've never seen or I haven't seen in years, and keeping after it. So anyway, The Entity, pick it up when you can. Give it a few watches. You're really going to enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. See you guys.